Absolutely right. Don't ever forget having respect for
It's
this.
loaded, even if it isn't.
Yeah, even if it isn't, treat it as if it's loaded. Fondant is similar in some ways. It's not that it's going to kill you, but it's that it's extremely finicky stuff, and if it's not treated with respect, boy, it can come back to bite you. So you want to make sure that you're giving it the respect it deserves. So my crumb coat is exactly that. It's really thin. The idea here is strictly to get the crumbs under control so that I can move to the next step. But you'll notice what I'm trying to do too is get a nice clean result here too. I'm trying to get good edges. I'm going to fill in a couple holes here where I have cake showing, and give this another quick spin and be ready to finish off the top. But I still follow all my habits. My habits are like where I use very careful, very small amount of pressure on my tool here as I pull it across, holding the tool almost horizontal. Wiping off my tool between every pass so I get a nice flat top. The less imperfections there are in the cake now, the less there will be in the finished cake when I get done with it. So, got a little spot right here. And I'd say that's a pretty good crumb coat. So, moving that to the side, we're going to go ahead and just clean up a little bit here. Just going to make sure I don't have any chance of getting these crumbs in my fondant, because once they're in there, it's really hard to get these out of the fondant. Fondant will pick up any piece of dirt, any piece of stray crumb, or any sort of residue of anything that's on your cutting board in your space. So you want to make sure to get rid of it now. Otherwise you'll discover it later. See, even these tools that are kind of a little bit dirty, I'm going to get rid of those and what do you call it? Clean up this space. I think I didn't grab a rag before I started all this, so let me go grab a rag. I'm going to clean this whole thing up to make sure I'm not going to roll out fondant on a dirty surface. And we can continue in just a moment. We're going to go ahead and, as I say, roll out some fondant and make sure this is clean before we cover this cake.